So, welcome to the new numerical example on deferred annuities. So, in this numerical example, here it is showing that with a series of year in cash flow extending over 8 years, the amount are Ru 800 for the first year, second for Ru 200 for second year Ru 500 for third year, and Ru 400 for each year from the fourth year through eighth. This could, it means this could represent the something like the expected maintenance expenditure for certain period of time for a certain piece of equipment or payment into the fund. Now you have to find out, and we have to find out, that present equivalent expenditure. What is the present equivalent expenditure, what is the future equivalent expenditure, and what is the annual equivalent expenditure a of this cash flow if the annual interest rate is 20%. In annual rate is 20%. So now I am going to show you the expenditure in the form of cash flow diagram. So it is given here. For the first year we are depositing 100, giving or depositing 100 rupees. I already told you how to draw cash flow diagram. Those the expenditure always represented by the arrow down, and the cash outflow always represented by the arrow down. And cash, if you get the cash, if I am considering that I got some amount of money, then I will represent it by upper arrow. So if your expenses or the cash outflow always represented by the down arrow. Okay, so 200 in second year, uh, not here, one thing is mistake. So 100 for the first year, 200 for the second year, and 500. Okay, 500 for third year, and 400, 400, 400, and 400 for the eighth year. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 400 for eighth year. Okay, no problem, n is equal to 8 here. So now we have to calculate the present equivalent. If in this I'm depositing some amount of money in the form of installment each year. If you want to if you want to uh, if you want to deposit the certain amount of money, not in installment, you are going in bank and you are directly depositing certain amount of money, so that after 8 years you will get some amount of money which is equivalent to this amount of money. So you have to find out first, you have to find out the what present equivalent amount of money that will give you the same result as given by this amount. So that's it, clear? I'm assuming you guys are understanding what I'm talking. So you have to find out the present value, that p naught I am so depositing directly the some amount of lump of money I'm depositing on the bank, and it will give the total amount that will given by this installment value after I'm depositing the bank. So if you deposit that value, you will get some value after the 8 years. Okay, and you are now without using this installment, I am going to bank and I'm depositing some amount of money which will give the same result that is given by this installment. So this is the present value. So now what will be the present equivalent value that will give the same result as this installment? Okay, don't worry about it. Present value, what is present value? So now for present value, in lecture 5 or in deferred annuities, I already posted a video on deferred annuities. So you can see this video to understand this, because it is some modification of previous one, with a little modification. Okay, no need to worry. So now to find out present value, we have to find out the what is the present value P naught that we have to submit, which is equivalent to this installment. Okay, 200, 500, 400, 400, 400 and 400. 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now it is 400. Here is 8. Okay, now you can see. So now first of all, I have two ways. I am going that in deferred annuities, I already told you guys. First of all, I will obtain what is the present value of for this annuities values. So I will check it from here. So I will find out what is the lump amount, what is the present value which is given by these annuities, and I'm going to here from here you have to find out. Now I will tell you one, guys, why I take this from this. So if you are doing with annuities, okay, in annuities, in previous I already told you guys, if you are depositing some amount of money from, not from here, you will deposit from the 1 2 3 or 5 fifth year. So it is the standard way of denoting annuities. So I will take the annuities from here. Okay, what is this? Okay, no problem. Here I will calculate the present value of these annuities. Now for present value, I have a formula, that is P. I have to find out P given annuities. P given A. I means, what is the I? I is 20%, 20%. N is, what is the N? It is J is equals to 3 and it is N is equals to 8. N minus J. Okay, no problem. You will find out the present value, which is here also there is 500. So you will find out this present value and add it, and whole sum amount of money, and from here it is 1 2 3, and you will find out the what you will find out by using simple interest. You will find out what is the present value. This act as a future value. If you find out the P naught, and it is future value for this P naught. Okay, no problem till now. So we can deal with this also, and directly without calculating here, you can calculate this is the future value, and into what you will do? You have a future value given a present value. You have a future value. You can find out it is the future value for this, and you will find out the present value given future value, that is, it is the future value for how much year? 20% for 3 year. You can find out by this. Okay, no problem till now. This is the factor. This is not this is the factor. Okay, this is not, it is, I already told you guys, it means A into factor, interest factor, and another one, this is a simple interest factor. You will multiply it and you will get the amount. So I will do it in both way you will get same answer. Okay, no problem. First of all, now I am going to for the present value, and similarly for this 500, for this 200, I will calculate this P naught, and for 100 I will calculate P naught. Okay, So let me do it. This is the 100 rupees, and I will calculate the future present value of this future value. Okay, for F1 for first year, what is, I will apply the simple interest formula. We have two types of formula. One is simple interest formula for single cash flow, and for annuities we have four formula. So okay, we'll go here. We have a future value of 100, and I want to find out the present value at an interest rate of 20%, and with year n is equals to 1. So F1 P1 P1 is equals to what future value is given, future value is given P. I have to find out P given future value F comma 20% 1. Okay, this is the factor. Okay, F means 100 into factor is 1 plus I upon not here. To find out the present value given future value, its formula is here given F, and formula is F1 plus I to the power n. I means 0.02. Okay, 100 upon 1 plus 0.2 to the power 1 is equals to 100 upon 1.2. It will give 100 भागा 1.2. It will give me 83.33. Okay, rho 83.33. For 200, the present value will be, what is the present value? We know by using also simple interest formula. Use simple interest formula. Now 200 upon simple, because it's a single cash flow, will by simple interest formula we can find out 1 plus 0.2 to the power, what is the year? 1 2. From here it is how many years? 2 years 2. Okay, 200 upon 1.2 to the power square, and after calculating you will get 1.2 to the power square. Okay, you will get 138.89. okay, rho 139.8. yes. Now you can find out you have to first find out the present value for these annuities, and then add this 500, and then for whole amount of money you can calculate the simple interest, the present by using simple interest formula. But without making if I do that, yeah, you will confuse. So that's why I'm using for the 500 500 uh, um, separately calculate for rho 500 you have to calculate the present value 500 upon 1 by 0.2 to the power what, it is 500 is at a 3 year. For how many years? 3 years. So 3 year. Now after calculating this 1.2 to the power 3, it will yield the result 500 bhaga 1.2 to the power, okay, not square, okay 500 to the power 1.2 to the power cube. How many years? 3 years. Okay, it will give the result of 289.35 rupees, 289.3. Now the most trickiest part is here. Why I am doing this? Because you can do it by separately. By first of all you have to calculate 400 by simple interest for the 4 years, for 400 again for 5 years, 400 for again 6 years. By doing this you also get the same answer, but it will be too long. So you have to first of all find out the present value. We know the present value. How to find out the present value for the annuities? We have a formula. So for here, from here j is equals to 3 and n is equals to 8. Okay, no problem. And j is equals to 3, n is equals to 8. Now I am going to apply for the present value of given annuities present given annuities, comma 20%, n minus j means 8 minus 3 means 5. Okay, no problem. A means, what is A? A means 400 into, what is, for this formula, what is the formula for finding P given annuities? Okay, for finding P given annuities, 1 plus I to the power n minus 1 upon I. This one is the factor, interest factor, which is which is to multiple given A. I have to give given A and I have to multiply it by this 1 plus 0.2 to the power what, 8 minus 3 5, 5 minus 1 upon I 0.2 into 1 plus 0.2 to the power 5. Okay, you have to calculate it. 400 into 1.2 to the power 5 minus 1 upon 0.2 upon 1.2 to the power how much, 5. Okay, it will give me the result of 2.99 and I will multiply it by 400. It gives me 1196.24. So I already told you guys, you can do this formula by first find out the simple by using single cash flow. By single cash flow for 400, it is the future value. You have to find out the present value. For this also do this by using 5 years, for 6 years, for 7 years, for 8 years. So by this way you also get the same answer, and by this way you also get the same answer. Okay, after finding the present value for which year? In this year I am finding this present value. Okay, now you have to, it is how many years from here present value? It is 3 years. Now you have to calculate that the present value P naught for 400, that is 400 P naught. Okay, how to distinguish by this one? Just for calculate P naught for annuities, this is by this, and for this one just use P naught. Okay, P1 P2 P1 P2 P3 PA, and this is by P4. Okay, no problem. P4 is equals to what? You have to buy single cash flow. Now you have to go to the what is single cash flow. Now it is converted into single cash flow, and we have a given future value for this present value for this annuity. This is the present for this annuity. Present value is given by 1196.24, but for this value it is the future value. Okay, no problem. PA is equals to this is the present value for this annuity, but for this value, for this it will become a future value. So now this is the future value. Now you have to find out given future value, and P, you have to find out P given F 20% for 3 years by using single cash flow 1196.24 open 1 plus 0.2 to the power 3. Okay, it will yield the result of 1196.24 bhaga 1.2 to the power 3. Okay, problem 3. It will give me the result of 692.2685. Okay, this gives me 692.2685. Now for solution of A, the present equivalent value for the given values is P P naught is equals to, you have to sum P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. Okay, P1 is 83.33 plus P2 is 138 point what is how 38.89 138.89 here you can see, and 189 plus P3, value of P3 is equals to 289.39, 200 plus 289.89, 289.35, and now for the last one is, we are now calculated that value is 692.26 plus 692.26. Now it will yield the result after summing 83.33 plus 130.89 plus 289.89 plus and 692.26. Okay, it will give me 1204.37 row. So if someone is depositing some amount of money installment to get some result, that will some result, that is future value, to get some future value, we will calculate in B number what is the future value, that future value it, the same future value will provide by this present value also. Okay, after 8 years, this is the meaning. Okay, now you have to find for the future value, for future value. Now you are going to submit 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and after 8 years you will get some amount of value, 100 200, okay, 500 400 400 400 400 and 400. Okay, no problem. Now first of all, to get the future value, you will, if you are depositing some amount of value on the bank to get some value after 8 years, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 years, and you are depositing some amount of money per year, like 100 first year, 200 in second year, 500 in, and so on. So now what will be the value that will get after 8 years? So first of all, calculate the by using simple interest, what is the value that will get from 100 rupees depositing, what is the compound interest after getting this, for 500 find out this by simple interest. Okay, this can be done by the simple interest. Now this